Hello you guys! We're back with news about Elon Musk and his companies. And just to get you in the mood, let's start with the Tesla Romance Mode video. Ready? Let's go! Tesla clients weren't too happy with Supercharger prices going up 33% around the world. Surely it is still way cheaper than filling your car up with gas, but Tesla charging became less competitive. The company listened to its clients and now says that the price will go down 10%. Therefore, the average charging price in the US went from 31 cents to 28 cents. Tesla actively started adding CCS plugs to their Supercharger stations in Europe. The chargers that are fitted with a plug are assigned with Model 3 priority sign, so that Model S and X owners would not take those spots if possible. A Tesla owner sent pictures from one of the charging stations in Utah to Electric. Somebody tried to cut the charging cable, but ended up drilling through the plugs at a few chargers. Some of them are still working, but Tesla does not recommend using the charger if you see that it is damaged. This is just another move against Tesla in a series of events. On a few occasions, Tesla haters blocked Supercharger stations and picked fights with Tesla owners, but it's gotten more serious now. The situation in Utah might have been caught on camera, and if the people who did it will be found, they'll face charges, depending on the damage they've caused, which in this case might be fairly significant. Tesla started offering Model 3 test drives in almost all of the European markets. Just as it was in the US, it's only available for those who've placed a deposit for now. 19 Model 3s that are intended for test drives are already registered in Norway. Tesla brought first official Model 3s to China, and we got to see pictures of the new performance wheels without covers that are intended for the local market. Kyle Osha issued penalties for $30,000 after inspecting Tesla's GA4 assembly line located in Fremont from 21st of June to 18th of December. They claim that the company has not obtained a permit prior to construction, failed to inspect the line for safety hazards, did not properly train enough employees to help evacuate workers in case of emergency, and prevent heat illness. Also, workers weren't protected from metal rods, and there was an unguarded opening in the floor. Tesla Vice President of Health and Safety said that the company will challenge the findings since inspection occurred during the construction phase of the project, and mentioned that the inspection did not result from any injury. Advanced Summon is almost ready for release and will come out in about 2 to 3 weeks. Tesla got the approval from regulators. As we already said, in the future, this feature will enable your car to go off and do whatever is needed during the day and come pick you up using your phone location to find you. Recent layoffs affected all of Tesla's departments, but most of all, Model S and X production programs. Tesla recently stopped taking orders for the cheapest versions of those cars. Workers who got laid off will be receiving 60 days of salary and benefits, whether they sign an agreement or not. Those who have signed the agreement will get the extended medical coverage and additional severance pay. In return, they agree not to disparage Tesla and its employees, not to share details about their agreement, cooperate with Tesla in connection to claims against or by the company, and resolve disputes through arbitration. Nevertheless, Tesla doubled their workforce in Norway, their biggest European market, due to problems with service centers. Tesla started using a more sophisticated algorithm to better predict range. The company used temperature around the vehicle to predict range before, but now also predicts temperature along the planned route based on elevation, and is correcting range accordingly, suggesting Supercharger stops along the way. Fremont police got themselves a used Tesla Model S for $61,000. Additionally, they'll spend $40,000 on a police package, the same amount they would have paid for a package for a Ford Explorer, for example, but the ICE vehicle would have cost them around $32,000 in gas and $50,000 in maintenance over 5 years. The police expects that Model S will serve them longer, and they will charge it on a charging station equipped with solar panels in a city police's complex. Musk promised that Tesla will soon get a Sentry mode. The company introduced a dashcam feature last year, but it only used a forward-facing autopilot camera, and Sentry mode will use all of the cameras, providing a 360-degree surveillance. All of the Tesla owners with Autopilot 2.0 Plus hardware will get it. Musk said that it will not be linked to enhanced Autopilot package, since it is a part of safety and security. He also tweeted that Sentry mode will play box to cat and fugue during a robbery. and sometimes a metal version. Twitter user suggested another song and Musk agreed. Boring company. CERN recently announced that they're planning to build a future circular collider, FCC. Musk tweeted that the director of CERN talked to him about building a tunnel for FCC. The tunnel will supposedly be 4 times longer than the one made for LHC. CERN is planning to spend about 5 billion euros on it, but Musk says that if Boring Company takes on the project, they can save a few billion. One way or another, there is still a lot of time, since FCC launch is scheduled for 2040. SpaceX. SpaceX finished Falcon 9 fire test with Crew Dragon. It went well, and a test launch is expected in February. The company also showed a video shot from the Crew Access arm. You can see a great view of the launch complex and Crew Dragon. In an interview that Musk gave to Popular Mechanics, he talked about why Starship will be made out of stainless steel instead of carbon fiber. Stainless steel turned out to be cheaper and stronger and can also help make something that has never been done before. The windward side of the rocket will have double-walled stainless steel with water or fuel in between the layers. This will cool the windward side and the structure of the vehicle will be stiffened. Musk also showed a video with heat shield testing at 2000 degrees. 50-mile-per-hour wind broke the blocks that secured Starhopper in an upright position and fairing fell on its side. Musk said that it'll take them a couple of weeks to repair it. Mr. Steven keeps training. He recently went through net strength testing and also came back to the board with the fairing half in its net, but we don't know whether the test went well or not. Elon Musk. Musk asked whether he should host PewDiePie's show Meme Review. "Don't shoot," said Pew. "We need this." A popular YouTuber, Mr. Beast, dared Musk to host it. Elon set a $5 price, and Mr. Beast wrote, $5 and I buy a Tesla. "You drive a hard bargain." "Okay," answered Musk. That's all for today. We hope you liked our video and we'll be back with more news next week.